once said, once motocross gets into your blood, it stays with you forever. Madam Chairman, honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow 4-H members. I started riding motocross when I was about 10 years old. I went to Chilliwack Heritage Park when Arena Cross was on for my first race. And wow, was that ever scary. In 5 years, I have progressed a lot since I started riding, and I'm at the junior level now, and I'm about to move up to the intermediate level. My brother races as well. He is at the intermediate level. I've been on the off season for a little while, and I'm not liking it at all. I have put so much dedication in the sport that it's my life now. The number one thing that's made my motocross life happen is my parents. My dad is away a lot for work, so my mom is the one that makes everything happen. If it wasn't for her, I would not be in the sport at all. She takes my brother and I to every event possible in Western Canada. Okay, now it's time to learn about motocross. Motocross is the most amazing, fast-paced sport in the world. It is competitive dirt bike racing that takes place on large outdoor or indoor tracks. There can be as many as 40 riders per race. Motocross started in the early 1900s after World War I. The riders rode impractical road bikes with adjusted suspension and different tires. Races were called scrambles, 20-mile courses over the countryside. In 1930, scrambles became popular sport in Great Britain. By 1950, organized scrambles started beginning in the USA. It was in the 1970s when motocross developed into the sport we know today. There are many different types of racing, but the most popular is Supercross, which is going on right now actually. My family and our friends get together and watch every race. It's fun. Okay, here's how the racing goes. First, there's a whole shot. Whoever comes first to the first turn wins. Sometimes there's a prize, but it doesn't count toward the actual race points. Then there is the moto, which is 20 laps for everyone. During that moto, lots of things happens, too much to explain. The winner of each season is determined by the amount of points received by the rider during the series. Points are earned by placing well in each race. 25 points for first, 22 for second, and 20 for third, etc. Another popular form of motocross is outdoor nationals. Nationals is a 12-race series that is starting in May and end in mid-September. It is a race that are 2 motos that are 30 minutes plus 2 laps, and 40 riders all do this at the same time. The national racetracks have a different blend of corners, jumps, hills, and whoops. For those who don't know what whoops, they are closely packed little mini jumps about knee-deep in depth. Outdoor national motocross is probably the most physical demanding sport. It works every muscle in your body and keeps the rider's heart rate at 180 to 190 beats per minute, and they're holding it there for 35 minutes at a time. Motocross is probably the most physically demanding sport of all sports. 40 guys riding at 50 miles an hour while muscling around a 240-pound bike, yeah, pretty serious stuff. Last but not least, there are the motocross bikes. There are many different types, such as Honda, which I ride, Kawasaki, KTM, Suzuki, and Yamaha. They're all good bikes, but they all have defects. I personally think Honda is the best, but that's my opinion. Motocross is more than just a sport, it's a lifestyle. People who race motocross spend a lot of money and time into the sport. Also, let's not forget how dangerous it is. Flying through the air at extremely high speeds, you better be able to land that jump. Practice makes perfect, but there's also 39 riders you have to watch out for. It takes up lots of concentration, focus, and experience to get good at this sport. Did I mention how fun it is yet? Well, it is. The adrenaline rush when you're at the starting gate, landing those jumps, and finishing in first all the time. It's a great life. Well, maybe I don't finish in first all the time, but I love it. Many of you are probably thinking why. Why do motocross riders spend countless hours in the garage working on their bikes? Why do riders risk their lives on a weekly basis? Why do riders spend countless dollars to race? There's no answer to those questions. It differs for every rider. For me, it's simply to escape from everyday life. When I'm riding, I don't have to worry about school, drama, or anything else. When the 30-second board turns sideways, I'm free.